It's Williams. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So BYU's offense will take the field first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Reads it, fires complete. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Verrier. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
Finds his man. It's Burt. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. Flicks it out of the air. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He'll do it himself. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he walks us into the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Pope. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Here's a heat. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got him downfield. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
The Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He wants to throw it again. Here's the pressure. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is a type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Oh, they're after him. The throw. Finds his man. It's Burke. Knocked down for the tackle.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
He'll pull it on the read. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. The RPO fired complete to the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. On his feet at the 40. Breaks into the open. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
That's the danger as a defense when you blitz this guy on third down. If you don't get him to the ground right away or someone's out of a gap, his scrambling ability can hurt you, and that's exactly what happened. He saw open field, he took off, and he was able to go get the first down.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Under fire. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown time! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. Coming out with it, it's Williams. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
he finally missed one, right? I mean, he's been pretty hot, right? 5 passes in a row. He's been moving the ball around, different platforms, different receivers. Just done a really good job spreading the ball around, and he's human. He finally missed.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Got his man downfield. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Quickly complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. They just keep firing. Using the quick game. All the way down to the 25-yard line, they move the sticks. It's 1st down. And the Cougars, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Quarterback on the keeper. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. One of the mantras of the Crimson Tide is they want to make your rear end quit. And that defensive line can certainly do that.
Big, physical. You've seen all these guys up front. They're strong at the point of attack, and they make you earn everything you get. And the athleticism when they get you in passing situations and they know you're going to pass, they're going to come after your quarterback.
It's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The short hands, it's Shaw. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's down at the 41. That's a 1st down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's Reese. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. And nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Looks like Alabama will pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the left. He's finally stopped, and not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And he has taken all of that. Touchdown, Alabama! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. The shoot, quick toss to the right. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So now it's 2nd and long. Fires to the tight end. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. The Tide crowd rolling noise down on the Saban field on 3rd down. Quickly out to the tight end. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He's got an open man. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. He's looking to pass. Pressure coming. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense has it. They're on the move. The 50. The 40. Past the 30. The 20. Touchdown, Bama. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. It's 1st down, but the offense is just going to take a knee and go to the locker room. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa.
The Cougars will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Breaks into the open on the left. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They'll try the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking.
There he goes. Got enough space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Pope. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Pulls it, fired complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. To the air on 1st down. Gets it out fast. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He'll keep it himself. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Gets it out quickly. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it.
They're trying to throw the wide receiver screen and pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. Breaks the tackle.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Under fire. Complete in the middle. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Pope. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He'll do it himself. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his tight end. He's out across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and execution continues to be key. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Got his man. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. So first down will open up the final period. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. Alabama with a first down play to start us off here in the 4th. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great, and quarterback and receiver not on the same page, but when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Trying to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator. Try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Palmer. Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
Off the RPO, complete. And without that spin move, I'm not sure he would have gone very far at all, but a solid pickup on the play. The Cougars with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here.
And I tell you what, why would you not do this? I love it. Short yardage situation, get your QB sneak. You've already got everything going. You got a few first downs. You got that momentum on your side. Just get the first down, get that new set of downs. Now, if you want to go attack now.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play action fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barriere. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. BYU with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here's it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Using his legs to buy some time. Crosses the 45. Out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more and maybe make some plays down the field with his arm.
Alabama trying to convert this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football.
Oh, he's got some space. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. He'll get rid of it. Touchdown, BYU! The offense cashing it in on that drive. Let's see. He can block, he can catch, he can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for a 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute with some points on the board.
Throws to the wideout and wings it incomplete.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone.
He's got it, 1st down and more. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Alabama trying to cash in on this red zone trip. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Trying to barge their way in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They lost ground on 1st down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll pull it on the read. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. A 3rd and goal call here from the 2. Let's see if they can finish the deal. Slams ahead. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield.
Yeah, and on 3rd and goal, they're saying, hey, we're still going to try to power this football and run it. Obviously haven't had success. Now getting to 4th and goal. Now it's
touchdown time! And the beatdown has ensued. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right